Hello, class. I will be your instructor for HS 320, HS 520. My name is Carol Faust, and I have worked at CSU Pueblo for a long time, for about 25 years now, and I've filled a lot of roles while I've been here. I've been a faculty member and a chairperson and an associate dean and a dean, and now I'm very excited to be back into a faculty role. I chose to step back into a faculty role due to my dad's failing health. I wanted to be able to spend some more time with him before he dies. So I'm excited about this 8-week semester. It's a very interesting class. I think you're going to really enjoy it. A little bit of background about me. I was raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I had a great childhood, great parents, 2 brothers and a sister. I like to give background just because of even because of some of the content in the class. So much of my success in life and just the things that I've done have been impacted by my privilege. The fact that I was raised in a 2-parent loving home, the fact that I'm white, that I have financial resources, I'm a Christian, I'm straight, I'm married, just all of those aspects have given me a lot of privilege in my life. And, really the only area of bias in my life is that I'm a woman. And that's been changing, but there's still bias. There's still gender bias alive today. And there's all kinds of bias alive today. So I think it's really important that we all are aware of our bias and even become aware of our unconscious bias, and that we work to make sure that there is equity for all the people around us. So I had a great childhood. My parents weren't perfect, but they did the best they could. I went to school in Nebraska for a little while, but I ended up graduating with my bachelor's in health education and a minor in biology. And I was certified to teach science and health. And I got that Bachelor of Science from the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. I also got a master's in community health from UNM. After that, I moved to Lubbock, Texas, and I worked at Texas Tech University for 3 years in their Health Sciences Center. And then I moved to College Station, Texas, and went to Texas A&M to earn my doctorate, my PhD in health education, health promotion. And I taught at A&M for 3 years while I was a grad student. And then I went to, or actually for 2 years, and then I went to Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas, and I worked there for 9 years. Became their graduate coordinator and also the chairperson of the department eventually. I also met my husband there, got married when I was like 35. Then after we married and our son was born, we moved to Pueblo for me to work at CSU Pueblo, and my husband was a teacher in Pueblo West and Canyon City. And then we had another child also, a daughter. So I have 4 kids. I have a stepson named Timothy. He's in the group Home Free, if you guys are familiar with them. If not, look him up on YouTube. He's a bass, but he has a 5-octave range. He's a wonderful musician. He's married to Jenica. I have a stepdaughter named Emily, and she's married to Justin and has 2 kids, Blaine and Jace. Blaine is actually a sophomore at Texas A&M right now in the corps and in the band. And then my son Connor is in New York City. He has his master's in engineering, and he's teaching math and engineering. And my daughter Chloe lives in Albuquerque, and she works for a hearing aid center, and she dances professionally, and is working on her master's in counseling. And that's a little bit about me personally. And so I would love to hear about you. So when you do your introduction, I'd love to learn a little bit more about you. And lastly, just professionally, I've been in higher ed. I've worked at a university for 39 years. It's a long time, but I also I taught in public school, and I also have a master's in counseling that I earned when I was at Lamar University. So I've worked in the counseling field primarily with victims of violent and sexual crime, and then I began to work with perpetrators of violent and sexual crime. So I have a little bit of that background, and then I've done a lot of work with health departments in Lubbock, in Beaumont, and then here in Pueblo. Worked with the health departments on many different initiatives, and I've had quite a number of grants. I've had over $4 million of grants, a lot around diabetes prevention, but then some with restorative justice and mindfulness. So I do have a lot of grant background. So I'm looking forward to diving into this access and equity content here at the beginning of the class, and then working through and talking about some of the other aspects of health issues in our world. So please feel free to reach out to me. I am accessible by email. I am also willing to meet by Zoom anytime during, I have office hours during the day, but if you need to meet in the evenings or on the weekends, I'm open to that too. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this, get a little bit of my background, and please reach out to me if you need anything. Thanks.